So I just think a really good idea is form a group. It can be a club like we are, and just put yourself out there and say, hey, we're in recovery and we're here for you.
I had an experience that unfortunately a lot of women might resonate with.
When my own child started to struggle with addiction, the things and the tools that I'd been taught as a therapist were not enough.
I drank for one of the first times in my life and was assaulted at a frat party. That changed my trajectory tremendously.
And the reason we started this program is because there are a lot of shoulds in this field, or the I knew a guy approach to addiction, and there's not a lot of how do we get it done.
Because if we don't have these recovery-ready communities, we really can't expect much recovery to happen.
In 2021, they found that 1 in 5 college students meet the criteria for having a substance use disorder, but less than 5% ever receive any form of treatment for that.
Taylor overdosed at NC State University in 2019 in a dorm room.
It took me 10 years of struggling with alcoholism, rehab jobs, jail, and all of these things to get my life back on track, find recovery, and the courage to try again.
When you talk about stigma, it's you can't hate up close.
By putting myself out there and joining a community that helped me thrive, and I realized that the more I put into it, the more I got out of it, I was able to flourish.
Meta is proud to have partnered with Mobilize since its inception. For the first time in years, we're seeing a decrease in overdose deaths, a sign that our collective efforts are finally making a difference.
If you know Georgetown Day, it is traditionally quite the drinking day on campus. And so we set out to make sure that students have a non-alcohol charged activity.
And I'm telling you, if love and resources could have helped Taylor, he'd still be here today.
And there's a lot of just stigma associated with being a young person in recovery, of where they're not taken seriously because a 21-year-old doesn't match the idea of what somebody with a substance use disorder looks like.
I think more policymakers need to be open about their own stories and embrace our own stories. Recovery is so much more common than we think, and addiction is even more common.
By you tabling outside, you might engage with somebody who has no idea that they may have a substance use disorder, and they might not be ready to even do anything about it. But when the time comes, they know that recovery supports are there for them.